Hey, good morning everyone from Taipei, Taiwan. Sounds strange saying that because I'm still a little bit jet lagged, but much better. I woke up at 6 in the morning and I was like, you know what? I'm awake anyway. Let me go out and we'll do this. It's January 7th, 2024 here in Taiwan. The time is about 7:45 a.m. Temperature 63 Fahrenheit, 17 Celsius. And I'm in the Ximending district of Taiwan. Kind of sleepy right now because it's the morning time. Last night here was a lot of people. But I had a full day yesterday throughout Saturday. I do wonder when most of these stores open. I would say like 10 or 11 o'clock, they'll probably all be open. But we'll do a quiet walk through Ximending today. Maybe I'll make my way over to the river, check out some scenery of Taiwan there. I haven't been there before. Barris says, hope you had another delicious Taiwanese breakfast. Oh, I didn't even have breakfast yet. I want to do this live stream first and then get breakfast later. Look at how clean they are here. There's a worker cleaning up all the litter. Meanwhile, in New York City, that litter would just be allowed to just fly around the streets and blow all over the place. Thank you, Felipe Gavioli with €249 and everything New York with $10. Which hotel do you live in Ximending? Thanks so much, Felipe Gavioli and everything New York. Appreciate the support. Actually, I'm staying in an Airbnb. It's very convenient. This is the metro station, the number 6 exit. Kets42 asks if Taiwan is easy to get around if you only know English. Yes, I'd say so, especially Taipei. There's a lot of English words here in Taipei, especially in the tourist areas like Ximending. Hitaka asks if I speak Chinese. 一点点的, a little bit. I studied for about a year and a half, and the vocabulary and the reading that I had when I stopped, it's been slowly deteriorating, and I'm trying to get it back. But it does help whatever little Chinese I know. At least I'm able to have a conversation with people, just not what I fully want to express. And sometimes it's an issue, but I'll say 我听不懂, which means I don't understand what you said. And they'll get it. Thanks, Tonya Burgess with $1.99. It's snowing in New York City at 6:45 p.m. Saturday. Thank you, Tonya. Yeah, I know New York City had that snow and sleet mix right now. It looks very slippery and uncomfortable. But news forecasts were expecting there to be like a possible full-on snowstorm, but I think it's too warm for that. So this is some early morning breakfast. Hello, it's Ao. 好吃啊, ooh. It means good to eat. So I think this means 小份3个40 yuan. Yeah, so that means 3 pieces for 40 yuan, and a big order, 5 pieces for 60 yuan. 谢谢. I don't want to get breakfast now. I'm still in the middle of doing this live stream, but just gives you an idea of what's open. This is the Sing Fu Tang, the premier bubble tea spot. I've seen this around several times in New York City, especially in Flushing, Queens. And you can definitely order in English here. There's plenty of English menus and phrases. In fact, they even encourage people to take pictures here and everything. Hand-fried boba chicken and photo zone. Boiling some water now. This is the brown sugar that they use for the boba, complete with the big rolling pin. This is one of the fattest rolling pins I've ever seen. And a machine to cut up the flour into perfect boba balls. And look at this. What is this for? This wooden mallet. Do they use this to pound something, or I can't see it being used in any practical form. It looks so heavy at the top. Oh, look at this. So that's how it works. And more boba pearls will come out. Very cool. I can go to Longshan Temple. Yeah, Longshan Temple is close by. I'm not sure if they're going to be open though. This is definitely a tourist shopping area.
Taiwan's Northeast specialties, Taiwan top-notch tender meat xiaolongbao, Taiwan Xinchu meatball soup, Taiwan top-notch ancestral braised pork rice. Welcome to dine-in.
타이완 내상 그루메, 타이완 주시 쇼롱포.
I've never seen so many stacked dim sum containers in my life.
대만에서 꼭 먹어봐야 할 음식. 대만 요즘 빵빵 샤롱바오. 대만 신주에서 가장 유명한 고기 완자탕.
I don't think this is Sing Fu Tang. This might be their old location. but the branding is still there. But this is a Xiaolongbao place. This looks good. Wow. Maybe I'll skip breakfast, go straight to lunch. Wait, brown sugar boba Xiaolongbao? That's amazing. Ni hao. And then they have the Taiwan top-notch tender meat. Amazing. Brown sugar boba soup dumpling. Wow, now I'm very curious how that tastes. But it's sold out. They probably have to get it from Tiger Sugar. Oh yeah, you're right. Barishao Din Tai Fung serves chocolate Xiaolongbao. I think I had it before when I was here last time. It's very good. Unfortunately, I didn't vlog it. 7-Eleven and Starbucks coffee. 7-Eleven is so convenient in Taiwan. If you don't have time to go like line up at a restaurant or anything, you can stop by a 7-Eleven and just get breakfast, a meal, microwave. Yeah, right here. You can pick up one of these. I actually got one yesterday and reviewed it. Like, I am so shocked at Taiwanese 7-Elevens. Like, the meal offerings are so much better than the US. There's a lot of like preserved food and chemicals here. A lot of these foods are like fresh and ready to eat. And they got your basic supplies, facial tissues, toothbrush. Actually, I should get a facial tissue. 15 yuan for Pokemon. I definitely need one of these just in case. Different kinds of drinks. I know these are all different kinds of teas. Milk tea, green tea, black tea. Let's pay for this. Oh, I forgot my coin purse. Oh well, I have to pay with 谢谢. 学务 fan is 15 yuan. I paid it with a 100 NT note, and I should get back some change. All right, so I got some Kleenex tissues just in case, because you never know. Ding dong. RJU Jones, you remember the last time I got bit by a bug and went to 7-Eleven, got antiseptic? I know, that lady was so nice in that 7-Eleven. I just went in there and asked if they had medicine to buy, and she went into the back and got medicine for me and put it on my hand where the bug bite was. Well, now I have more coins to carry. I could have paid with 15 yuan in coins that I already had, but I forgot the coin purse. That's one of the things about Taiwan. You're going to accumulate a lot of coins here if you keep paying with the bills. So it's important that you try to spend down your coins whenever you have an opportunity at the night markets, at the stores. Otherwise, this is gonna really weigh on you, which is why I bought the current coin purse the other day. I can actually spend these coins right now going back to the lady there cooking the breakfast items. I can get 5 for 60. 5 for 60 yuan. I have 60 in coins right now. Kets 42, do they not use cards? They do actually. In fact, you could even use something called the Easy Card. It's like Taiwan's all-in-one payment card, mainly used for the metro and the bicycle sharing system, but a lot of shops also accept payment in Easy Card as well. Someone, what's the conversion to dollars? About 31 to 1 US dollar. Of course, the exchange rates will always fluctuate. Ideally, it won't fluctuate that much. Oh, look at this. It's exactly 31 right now. Can't get it any easier than that today. Taiwan is really on point with their garbage and litter collection, cleaning. Something I really admire about them. Johnson's D says good to go there in the morning, no crowds. It's really something. Meanwhile, at nighttime, this area would get very, very busy. Right now, 7-Eleven actually is like a good option to get food right now because not many places are open to eat. Someone asked if it's humid in the winter. I think it's about like 60% right now, so it's not too bad. Hey Dad Cation, belated happy holidays to you. This is very common in Taiwan, I've noticed this. You have a lot of entrances to these hotels at the back of these stores or apartment buildings. So you walk through here, you have like a business to the left, crane machines, and then in the back is the entrance to the hotel. And even over here, they have a hair salon. Kevin Wu says just like in Hong Kong. Yeah, I guess it's a very similar layout. I've seen videos from Hong Kong. I think they're getting ready to open. I always like to admire the wildlife in the places I travel, especially when you've lived in the US for a long time. You rarely see birds like this. For some reason, they kind of remind me of the American robins. Looks like they're very shy. I'm not really that close to them and they're scampering off. DA asking how long was my flight. About 6 hours from JFK, New York City to San Francisco. And then it was like 16 hours from San Francisco to Taipei. There was a 2-hour delay due to a landing gear needing to be serviced. I think we can head down this way. We'll get closer to the Longshan Temple. Joe says your trip was over 20 hours, including the train from Astoria to JFK. Yeah, definitely the longest journey I've ever done. I just jaywalked across the street, but it's so quiet now, I don't think people will mind. And there's a kind of a myth here about jaywalking. People think that the locals here always wait for the light to cross. I've seen them cross across the street if it's like really, really quiet, or it's a very small street like here and there's a pedestrian light and there's no cars coming. So it is acceptable to some degree. But definitely the main streets you don't want to cross. Yeah, this guy crossed the street now and wasn't even at the crosswalk. So it is acceptable to some extent. But yeah, in regards to my trip, it was 6 hours from JFK to San Francisco. I had like a 6-hour layover in San Francisco. Then I had a 16-hour flight to Taiwan. Oh yeah, and it was like a 2-hour transit time from Astoria, Queens to JFK, and about a 1 hour and like a half journey from the Taiwan airport to Taipei. So you can imagine I spent like at least a day and a half maybe of traveling. You see, it is very quiet. I just crossed against the light. New York instincts kicking in. Amelia is jaywalking and forced there. You know, that's a good point. I don't think they really enforce it if you cross against the street like I did. But on busier streets, I'm sure you're gonna get yelled at or told off at the minimum, even by the locals if it's like a really, really busy street. You know, I kind of want to wander in these tiny streets here, these alleys. They're more interesting than the main streets. I would say like most of the architecture in Taipei is kind of like this. I don't know, it kind of feels like many of these homes were built in like the 1970s, maybe older. Wow, you're kidding me. You got Thor here. Chengdu hot pot. See what I tell you, you stumble upon a random side street like this and this is what you'll find. What is Blue Monday? "24-hour coin laundry." Something that I made sure that my Airbnb had was a in-unit laundry. Yeah, I still have no idea what Blue Monday is. Oh, maybe it's a clothing store. We got to say hello to the boss of this side street. Hello. All right. Doesn't want to say hi. Taiwan really has an appreciation for their cats. Even in some of these side streets, I see them like up there and climbing up on the awnings and everything. It's kind of cute, actually. Cynthia saying the food must be delicious. Oh, it is. Every place I've been to so far has been really good. You can follow my food adventures on Action Kid Extra. Oh, here's a food spot. Xiao Chai something. Fang. I know the last character. It means small eats, I think. But to understand like 3 out of those 4 characters is, I think it's pretty good. Oh, I see. The Blue Monday is a song reference to a Kurt Vonnegut book. Got an elementary school across the street. It's Sunday, so I don't think many kids will be attending school, if at all, on Sunday. What's going on here? Might be a leak somewhere. Oh, by the way, I want to add something about the money here. When I used an ATM a few days ago, I used an ATM that asked me, do you want $200 bills? And I didn't know any better. I hit yes, and they gave me a bunch of 200 NT bills. I didn't know it, but actually the 200 NT bill is rare to use in a common transaction. It's kind of like the $2 bill in the United States. But the most frequent banknotes here are 100, 500, and 1,000. There's also a 2,000 note, but that's also rarely used. Look at this, there's a bubble tea for Ximending. It's kind of cool. B says no bank bills below 100. Here, I'll show you what currency I have. Sit down on this bench. So, let's start with the coins. If any of you are interested. Oh, we got a good collection of coins here from the change. So this is a 5 yuan piece. This is actually the lowest coin that's frequently used. There's actually a 1 yuan coin, but I find that hard to use because a lot of vendors, they price their goods and services in increments of 5. There's also a 50-cent one, which I read was very rare because of its value. Like, you won't be carrying 50-cent yuan pieces when everything's priced in $1 or more. And even then, finding $1 increments is hard. This is 10 yuan. And this is 50. The 50 piece is the largest. And in my wallet, I have a bunch of banknotes. Okay, I don't have a 500 note, but I have 100, 200, and 1,000. This is 100. And 200, which I said is very rare. They won't use these in common transactions. In fact, this is the first time in my trip that I've seen a 200 NT note, which is why the ATM, when I use it, I was like, wait, why is it 200? But I've actually been able to use this no problem, but I've noticed the cashier, when they got this, they actually stuffed it underneath the 500 bills in the cash register. So that tells you how uncommon it is. And here's 1,000. This is the highest denominated banknote that's frequently used. And with the currency exchange rate, this is equivalent to $31. 31 US dollars. And this will be like $3.10. 620. Hey, I've got some American money too. What's this? I should give this to somebody and they'll be like, what? What's this? And I have, yeah, the highest denominated US bill I have in my wallet are 20s. Just, it's good to have currency anyway, just in case the ATM's not working and whatever. I can convert my US dollars into local currency. And that's the overview of the Taiwan currency. Thank you, Veronique Vero, with €5. Appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Chris Mills says the US has the blandest of money. You know what? It's actually true. I've done a fair bit of traveling. When I went to London, the money there was made of like a plastic polymer, and it was very colorful. Canada was the same thing. They used plastic polymer paper. I've got my hand on some euros. It was the same thing. Even Mexico, their money is starting to use that type of paper too. When I went there, the Mexican pesos I withdrew. And the US dollar is still using like the cotton paper blend. Which I find very interesting. Whoa. There's a cat there. The cat looks well fed. Oh yeah, going back to the money also, the 50-cent piece, I guess is very similar to the US penny. I rarely pay with pennies now in the US, or even nickels I find hard to use. In fact, in the US, whenever I get pennies, nickels, or dimes, I try to use them or deposit it into an account because I find them cumbersome. I'll only carry quarters and higher. But here in Taiwan, you can't get around with not carrying coins. They're very useful. Kets42 says you hate carrying cash, you put everything on your card. Yeah, I try to also, but there are situations where you do need cash. And here in Taiwan, a lot of places, that's the only thing they'll take is cash, especially the night markets. Scarecrow, are these the Metro bus? Yes, these are the bus stations. They're in English and in Chinese with the countdown clock. And you can read which bus lines stop here. The problem is that only some of it is in English. The main route map is all in Chinese. But at least you can get the general route what time it comes here, the fare, headways. They tell you headways also. So the most important information. And at least down here they have English for the major stops. So where are we? I think here right now. And if you want to get off at like number 2 here, you can read what number 2 is. Rensing Street entrance. So the main stops they'll have. This one goes from Banqiao to Ximen. So it's easy that way. Thank you, Lawrence Dayton with $9.99. My wife's and I enjoy your walks every day. Thanks for a wonderful channel. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. So it is very easy to get around just knowing English here. I see a good amount of foreigners just going around. I think one of the most important Chinese characters to know is that one right there, the one that's faded. Kind of looks like a person with arms outstretched. That's the character for big. It comes in handy when you're reading menus, like ordering a large size or a small. And you know, when you see that character, that's large. Min Su's is one of the few characters I know. It's an easy one to learn. AJ Vintage saying big what? Oh, just the adjective to describe anything that's big or large. And this one here, the top character in the upper left, that means small. So large and small, or big and short. Looks like Taipei is waking up. I see more people out now. Still making my way over to Longshan Temple. I wouldn't cross this street against the light. It looks complicated. You'll see a lot of these beautiful temples all throughout Taiwan. By the way, this I think is the easiest Chinese character to learn. One horizontal line, that's the number 1. 1, 2, and 3 are the easiest Chinese characters to learn. They're just 1 line, 2 lines, and 3 lines. Other than that, it gets more complicated. Grilled toast, burger, tea, and coffee. Family Mart and 7-Eleven are the 2 most common convenience stores. Cats42 says typing in Chinese must be crazy. It's actually kind of annoying for me. I've tried. Sometimes a similar sounding character has like different ways to pronounce it, and you have to choose the right one based on the tone. It's very hard. Let's see, where is Longshan Temple? I gotta look at my map. I think it's somewhere close. Oh, I see it. It's just 1 more block and then make a right. I guess this means 4-way crossing from 7:20 to 7:50, 12 to 12:30, 16 to whatever. It's by the time you figure out when the right time it is to cross, it's better just to go this way and then make a right. All right, now we can figure it out. This is crazy. 7:20 to 7:50, 12 to 12:30, 16 to 16:30. I mean, I guess it means 4-way crossing in Chinese. Or maybe those are the times when it's prohibited to 4-way cross. I don't know. Take a look at how old some of these buildings are. They have like old school air conditioners. The color looks a bit faded. They don't really have like any open balconies too. It's all like caged in. Not the best looking aesthetic, but it's functional. And I find it very interesting how Taipei, they all have like this similar structure where they have pedestrian underpasses. Even over here, you see the same kind of concept. Bars on the balconies. Look at this, they have a whole balcony there, corner balcony, and it's caged in. I actually don't know why that's very common around here, to have balconies that have like cages on them or bars. Whereas in the US, I noticed that a lot of people in buildings, they'd rather have their balconies open so they have a nice view. Maria says to prevent burglaries or child safety. Yeah, I guess so. That could happen, but okay, here we have 7 to 16:30. This is a much more liberal time frame than four-way cross. Peter says made for safety of the cats. Who knows? Very close to Longshan Temple. Sad to see people sleeping on the streets here. Canada, this says rent is very expensive. Yeah, it is here, especially in Taipei. Many locals, they actually won't live in Taipei, but like in the surrounding area and commute. This is Longshan Temple to my right. I remember when I was here last time, there are some areas in Longshan Temple where you can't really record, or they don't want you to record. This is the main tourist temple in Taiwan. The architecture on all these temples are really, really nice. Well, that was Longshan Temple. Got to experience a service there. I don't know what they were singing or chanting about, but sounded very beautiful. I guess it's okay to cross here. Such a beautiful building. There's also a metro station that's right here. Underground shopping. I don't know if many places will be open down here, but we can take a look. Jacqueline Dawson says, hey AK, love this tour of Taipei. I'd love to visit myself, thanks. I really appreciate it, thank you. Yeah, it's really a lot of culture here and so amazing. Yeah, as I thought, there's not much open here at all. In fact, it kind of looks deserted now. I guess just the train station's open. Soup Explorer says, how do you talk with residents there? Do you know the language or do you translate? Well, I'll be honest with you. I try to greet them as much as I can and converse with them as much as I can with the Chinese I know. And if I struggle a bit, I let them know. It said, I'll say, 我听不懂，我是美国华侨. It means I don't understand, I'm overseas Chinese. And then they'll work with me or maybe they'll speak English then. But I find that in general, whenever I go to a foreign place where the language isn't the same, I try to use the language that's most common there, even just to say hello. And, or I'll say something like English afterwards. So it at least gives them the opportunity to converse with you. And it's not like you're just going up to them being like, what's for breakfast, you know? Because it might sound like you're very rude at that point. Yeah, nothing's open now. It's a beautiful selfie wall. Mr. Donut. I wonder if this is their version of Dunkin' Donuts. And here, there's a 7-Eleven inside the train station. It's very common. One thing I do have to tell you about, though, is that the MRT system, you cannot drink or eat. It's very strict about that. So whatever you buy here, you have to consume before you go into the train. Otherwise, you'll get fined or you might get a warning. B. Griffin 317, $5. So happy to see you back in Taiwan. Your last visit was magical. Thanks, B. Griffin. Appreciate it. Even water you can't bring into the MRT station or drink it. You know what? I'm going to take the train on a live stream. Let's go to the Taipei main station. I actually have this, the T pass. The T stands for either Taiwan or travel, but unlimited card for 30 days. No matter what method you use to travel is pretty convenient, pretty much. It even includes buses, the regular commuter rail, not the high-speed rail, the airport rail. It's like an amazing pass for 1,200 NT, 30 days. One thing I love Taipei, you can use the cell phone even in the subway, even between stations. So this is the train. When it arrives, there's music that plays. Yeah, they even have the platform screen doors. Minutes and 10 seconds left for the train. They tell you what car number it is, some instructions, and the waiting line. You want to stand behind the waiting line, and even in some areas, they have a queue and people will follow this. So you don't want to be standing here. This is a no-no. You'll be yelled at, so. Veronique says, do they arrive on time? They sure do. So how many stops do I need to go? 1 to Ximending and 2 to the Taipei main station. By the way, I joked about this when I was in New York about the Taipei Metro on the Blue Line. There's 3 stations, one after the other, named Zhongxiao. So don't get them confused. There's Zhongxiao Xinsheng, Zhongxiao Fusing, and Zhongxiao Dunhua. I'm actually gonna take this phone off the gimbal when I get onto the train because I think it's gonna get busy. I'll see once it arrives how crowded it is, if I can hold it. Yeah, Lenny, they do need the platform screen doors. They're going to install them on the number 7 train at the Times Square station, I think as a pilot program. But it's hard to do because the trains, they all have different spaces where their doors are. The platforms were built a long time ago, so they can't easily like curve or it's tough. I think I'll be able to hold it. Doesn't look that crowded. You know what, yeah, I'm okay here. It's a busy train. Scarecrow said it's packed. Not compared to some other situations I've been in.
Not rush onto the train once the door closing buzzer has sounded.
The metro is in different languages too, which I respect. Thanks, Philip. Hong Kong is my favorite city in China. I've been there a few times to work. I'm thinking about going to Hong Kong to check it out for sure. Alright, we gotta make way for people to exit and get on the train. I think the next station they're gonna announce in Mandarin, English, Hokkien, Korean, as well as Japanese.
台北车站转乘分时行线、台铁、高铁、桃园站、捷运，请本站换车。Taipei Main Station. Taipei Transfer Station for the
Japanese.
Red Line, Taiwan Railways, Taiwan High-Speed Rail, and Taiwan Airport MRT.
在本站站部分飞行列车在地、国体、高铁连接国有加列国家。
外面爬高，飞坐汤水行车、地鐵、高鐵、高嘅機場上邊，長車或者排站，左側開門。
JW Outlaw, how do I fight off jet lag? Well, I kind of powered through it the first day. You kind of just have to expose yourself to sunlight when you can, when the day is active. Getting good sleep and nutrition helps a lot too. All right, it's my stop. There's gonna be a line for the escalator, watch. AJ says, does drinking a lot of water help? Oh, absolutely. Water for sure helps. It's the busiest train station in Taiwan, the Taipei main station. You can get lost in here. The funny thing is, yesterday I actually needed to go here and I knew exactly where to go, even though it's such a complicated complex. Just goes to show you that, like, 4 years, even though it's been such a long time, I still had a feel of where to go. you have to use your card to exit. So if you're using a preloaded card with funds, they know exactly how much to deduct. The metro system, they charge you based on distance. Inspired life says seems so quiet compared to New York. Well, it's also Sunday. A lot of places are closed on Sunday. Philip says, can you use your ATM card at banks, or do you have to bring cash into the country and exchange it? You can do both. One thing I've noticed here with the ATMs in Taiwan, they actually don't charge any fees to withdraw your money. Meanwhile, I've been to London, I've been to Canada, the US. The ATMs I use there, they all charge fees for the most part to withdraw money. But here, I think it's just your own bank that'll charge a fee, and that's only if your own bank charges a fee. But you do have to be careful though, because there is the option to have them do a currency conversion for you. This bank will do a currency conversion for you. There'll be an option. Do you accept the currency conversion? And they'll mark up the currency by like 4%. So you want to decline it, because most of the time your own bank will give you a better rate at like closer to the mid-market exchange rate. You know what? I might even do it now. I could use some more cash just to show you. Since we're talking about an ATM, I might as well use it. Cathay United Bank. I don't see an English option on this ATM. Well, we can try. Someone left their receipt here. I'm gonna put it here. But insert my card. Maybe this doesn't have English. Oh, processing, please wait. Enter your PIN. Press enter. Universal account, default account, savings account, checking account, and credit account. These are more accounts that I know what to do with. I just hit checking. I don't know what a universal account is. Maybe that's a Taiwanese thing. Withdrawal amounts. Let's just take out a 500. Or, you know what? Let's do it 1,000. Just to show you. You see, here it is. Exchange rate markup amount. You want to defer conversion here. Otherwise, you'll get charged more. Oh, you want to take the card first. Charles Schwab account is very useful. And there it is, 1000 NT, which is $31. No fee. The ATM didn't say anything about, oh, we're going to charge you fees to withdraw your money. Even the one at the airport, which is the place that usually charges you the most fees for withdrawing money. So, very useful. So now you know how a Taiwanese ATM works. Fill up, you have Charles Schwab, you love it. It's one of the best bank accounts for traveling, period, because they refund all ATM fees worldwide. And also, if you want to store your belongings, you can do so at these lockers. There's one. Here there's an open locker. These lockers, they used to be only coin operated, so this is outdated now. But I remember using one of these lockers like 4 years ago, and I had to use coins, but now there's actually a machine here that you can pay with Easy Card. So Easy Card is very easy, to say the least. It tells you which lockers are available, and you could also pay with coins or cash. So this is the Taipei main station, rail station. It's kind of confusing because there's the Taipei main station MRT station, and then there's the Taipei main station rail station and the Taipei main station high-speed rail station. It's all like connected to each other. No, wait, this is the high-speed rail station. With this train, you can get from like the top of Taiwan to the south in like 5 hours. One thing that I learned when I came here last time, I took the high-speed rail to Taichung, which is in the center of Taiwan. There's two different ticket types. There's a reserved ticket and a non-reserved ticket. I actually purchased a ticket for the non-reserved car, which means that you're not guaranteed to get a seat. So those are only cars 10 to 12, and I sat in an area of the train where it was a reserved area, and then when the conductor came to check my ticket, they spoke to me in Chinese, and I was like, oh, I don't know, I'm American. And he actually, I think he spoke a little bit of English. He says, oh, you could stay here, but I'm gonna have to charge you a higher fee. So he charged my credit card for an upgrade price from a non-reserved ticket to reserved. And I actually felt really bad because there were people who got on the train and they were like, wait, you're in my seat. So I moved, and I didn't think of it at the time. But that's something new that I didn't experience before. The non-reserved ticket versus reserved. I think they do the same in Japan as well. Feels like we're forever underground here. Sometimes you'll find like little stores here that you didn't see before. But I think it's time for me to exit here. I'm definitely getting hungry, so I'm gonna find out where I want to eat after I get out of this underground. And also plan the rest of my day. I actually kind of do want to go back to get my coin pouch too. Oh wait, before I sign off, this is the rail station. The rail station is above the high-speed rail station, which is crazy. Wait, what? Look at this Christmas tree. The front looks a lot better. All right, I think I found the perfect place to end this live stream. This is rather incredible to see this gigantic Christmas tree in the middle of the station. All right, everyone. There's plenty of places to eat around here. I'm gonna get some breakfast. Hope you all enjoyed this live stream. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye, everyone. Take care.